start standing with our feet together. Turn your heels out to the corners of the room, fronts of the feet to follow. Check that your feet are hip distance and parallel. Soft through the knees, bring your hands to your hips. Send your hips all the way back and forwards, tilting the pelvis. So the hips are moving down and then back up. Taking them back and forwards. One more time, back and forwards, and then to your midway point between the two. Straightening up through the knees, bring your hands to the outside of your ribs, big breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Again, breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. One more big breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Take your arms down by your sides, roll your shoulders. And remember your golden thread from the base of your skull, pulling you up nice and tall, turning the head side to side. And down to the floor, up to the ceiling. And back to center, bring your hands to your shoulders, circle the elbows around, keeping the navel drawn in. Big circles with those elbows. And reverse the direction. Lovely. Bringing your fingertips together, elbows are wide, soft through the knees, twisting around side to side, as far as feels good in your spine this evening. And back to center. Bring your hands to your hips, pick one leg up, circle your hip open. And reverse the direction. Well done, holding it up, point and flex the foot. And gently place it down. Let's pick the other side up, circling that hip open. And reverse the direction. Holding it up, point and flex the foot. Well done, taking the feet down. Pilates V with the feet, so heels together, toes apart. We're going to come up onto the tiptoes and back down. So slowly up, slowly down, slowly up, slowly down, up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and hold. Take those arms and circle them around, keeping them nice and straight. Well done. And reverse the direction. For 3, for 2, and 1. Take your feet slightly wider than hip distance. Turn the toes out ever so slightly. We're going to come down into a squat. Keep the torso nice and upright. Coming up and then lift one knee up. Inhale down, exhale up, lift the knee. Inhale down, exhale up, lift the knee. Inhale down, exhale up and lift. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Well done. Big breath in. We're going to inhale down into a squat, come up and flex your foot, kick your bum. No other way to describe it. Come down, take that foot behind you, kick your bum. Well done. Try and do it with a flexed foot though, so opposite of pointing. Pointing the toes. Well done. Let's do 2 more each side for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Take your feet so that your toes aren't turning in anymore. We're going to come down, keep your legs straight. Don't worry if you're not touching the floor. And then come up to the ceiling. So we're going hands down, hands up, hinging at the hips. Keep that navel drawn in. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lovely. Come into the back of your mat. Feet hip distance apart and parallel. Standing up nice and tall, roll those shoulders. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Start to roll down the spine. Keep that C curve all the way down. Pausing when you reach the bottom, bend the knees and gently roll yourself back up to standing. Take your hands to the side of your head when you reach the top, big breath in. Exhale, twist towards the left, roll down towards your left foot. Well done. Should get a nice stretch through the side of the spine, then gently roll yourself back up. Big breath in at the top. Exhale, twist to the right and roll down towards your right foot. Well done. Big breath in at the bottom, bend the knees. Exhale, roll back up. Hands to the side, roll the shoulders. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, chin to chest, rolling down normally. And pausing when you get to the bottom. Bend the knees as much as you need to walk your hands out into plank. Just adjusting my camera. Walk those hands out into plank. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Just to your feet. And then walk the hands back out into your plank. And then back to your feet. One more time, walk those hands out. Hold your plank, you can stay up. I'm just coming down to demonstrate, but you guys can stay up in your full plank. Keep your navel drawn in, hips are low, legs are straight, and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring yourself down and come back into a shell, aka child's pose, for a moment to breathe. Well done. Coming up, we're going to go for a little press up leg step combination. So the easiest way to do that is to come into your box to start. So in your box, your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. And to press up, all we're going to do is slightly turn the hands in towards one another, bend at the elbows to bring your chest down to the ground. That's the easiest way to do it. Harder is to make sure that your hands are parallel, so your middle fingers are both facing forwards. And you can take your knees slightly further back, or you can be up in your full plank position for your press up. It's up to you. If you've got your knees further back, try and keep your elbows into your waist as you bend your elbows. So it's up to you which option you can take. So we're going to go inhale down, exhale up, step up into your plank, step your left foot to the side, step your right foot to the side, and repeat. So we're going to go press up into plank, side step, and press up into plank, side step. You can omit the plank and the side step if you like. Down and up, plank, side step. Let's do 3 more. Inhale down, exhale up, side step. Keep the hips low as you're up in your side stepping. Well done. Step and step. Final time. Down and up. Step and step. Lower the knees. Bring yourself into your box position. Take your left arm out to the side. Circle your left arm around and reverse the direction. Thread the needle, so take that left arm between the right arm and the legs. Breathe for a moment, enjoy the twist as you catch your breath. And coming back up, let's take the right arm out to the side, circle the right arm around and reverse the direction. thread the needle. So arm goes between the arm, other hand and the legs. Breathing into it. Well done. And back up to center. In our box position, spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to inhale to arch the spine. Exhale to round it off. Cat-cow. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. One more time. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. And then come to your midway point between the two, so your neutral spine position, neither arching nor rounding. We're going to take the left leg back and up, pointed toes, and the right arm forwards. Try and make sure that leg is nice and high. Keep the navel drawn in. Hold here. And then we're going to take elbow to knee underneath and back out. We're going to repeat. For 7, keep breathing. For 6, up to exhale as your elbow and knee meet. Inhale up. For 5. For 4. For 3. Nice and steady. For 2. And 1. Gently place your hand and your knee down. Then we're going to take the right leg back, the left arm forwards. Hold for a moment to get the leg nice and high. And then take your knee to your elbow. And out for 8. For 7. 6. 5. 4. 3, nearly there. 2. And 1. Well done. Finding your box position, then take your elbows down so that your elbows are in place of your hands. You can give your elbows a little, your wrists a bit of a shake if they need it. So in this position, it's tempting to kind of let your bum stick up, but we want to try and avoid that. So not massively, but think about just tucking that tailbone under a tiny bit if you feel that your bum is really sticking up in the air. Take a deep breath. And I know it's tempting also to kind of relax down in this position, but think about pushing up, pushing your elbows into the mat so that you're nice and broad through the chest. We're going to step the left leg back, straight leg, lift and lower. Keep the navel drawn in, lift and lower that leg, lift and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding it up, bend the knee, flex the foot, take the knee down and up, all the way down and up, all the way down to the mat, down, up. For 5, 4, keep pushing into the elbows, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Circle that leg around. Try and keep steady in the torso. I know it's tempting to kind of wiggle around here. Circle it around. Big 3D circle, reverse the direction. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently place that knee down. Let's take the right leg back. We're going to lift and lower, straighten leg, lift and lower. Navel in, lift and lower, lift and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't forget to push up into those elbows. Bend the knee, flex the foot, take the knee down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to circle that leg around. That circling is coming from the hip, the knee stays still. Well done, and reverse the direction. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Come back into your shell for just a moment. Press the palms down. Stretch out those shoulders. Well done. Coming forwards, I'm going to talk you through this one. So if you come to lie down on your front on the mat, I'm going to start off in Sphinx position. So you're going to have your elbows directly under your shoulders. So imagine my legs back behind me. And we're going to have elbows under shoulders. So we're up like this, perfect. Try and have your gaze somewhere between your hands. Take a deep breath in, really squeeze the glutes here. And as you exhale, if it feels good for you to do so, you can straighten your arms to come up a little bit higher, only if it feels nice to do that in your lower back. If it feels at all stiff or uncomfortable, please just come down. No bonus points for doing things that make you really uncomfortable. You know, there's a limit to discomfort in exercise. Well done. Breathing in and gently bring yourself down. So now lying on your front with your arms forwards, and your legs back. You want your legs hip distance apart and your arms shoulder distance apart. Take a big breath in through the nose, squeeze the glutes. As you exhale, you're going to lift your arms up off the mat, arms, head and shoulders, so upper body. And then inhale down. Exhale, lift upper body only. Upper body only. Inhale down. One more time, exhale, upper body only. Inhale down, very nice. Now we're going to do lower half only, so keep the head and shoulders down, big breath in, squeeze those glutes. Exhale, lift your legs. Inhale down. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale down. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale down. And relax. Now the options here are to either continue lifting just upper body and then lower body, or just upper body if it doesn't feel good to lift your legs. Or you can lift both arms and legs. If you're a bit more advanced and you fancy more of a challenge, bring your arms into your cactus position, so bent 90-degree angle with the elbows. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale to lift. As you lift, straighten the arms out and widen the legs so you come into a nice star shape. Inhale, bend the elbows and bring yourself down. So you'll know this one from the gym classes. If it's for you, go for it. If you'd rather just stick with lifting upper then lower body or upper and lower together, you take the option that's right for you. Well done. Keep breathing, keep squeezing those glutes, whatever you're doing. Well done. Let's do three more, actually, change my mind. 3. Well done. For 2. And 1. Wherever you're at, hold in your raised position. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release and push yourself up to your 4-point kneel, your box position for your final box. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And then round your spine into your cow position. So rounded spine, and just really push into this. Well done. Keep breathing. Flexing the spine here to counter the extension that we just did. Hold. Try and relax the neck. And then gently release. Come to lie down on your right hand side. We're going to come to lie down on the right. Straight legs. Have your head resting on your arm. Keep your navel drawn in. You can have your top hand down to support you. It's a bit tricky with the legs out straight. Bring the legs a couple of inches just forwards, so to help you with balance. Feel your ankle bones connecting, your feet connecting, so that you're nicely aligned through the legs, and then reach long through the legs as though you're trying to pretend your legs are extra 2 inches long. Keep breathing in, keep drawing that navel in, and breathing out. And from here, we're going to lift that left leg, that top leg, and lower, nice and slowly and smoothly. We're looking for trying to keep real stability through the core with this. Lift and lower, lift and lower, for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Lift that leg to hip height, take the arm out as well. So you can take the arm, it's not directly up towards the ceiling, it's kind of 45 degrees-ish. From here, as we take the leg back, the arm is going to sweep forwards. Try to keep it in a straight line so it's not kind of dipping down. And then as you bring the leg forwards, the arm's going to go back. So the limbs are working in opposition. Keep your navel drawn in. Key here is to try and feel nice and balanced as you do this movement. A simple movement, but surprisingly difficult for the stability. No reason to rush. Let's do 3 more. For 3, keep the leg nice and high. For 2, and 1. Well done. Take that arm down. Relax the legs down. So again, reaching long through the legs, ankle bones connecting. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Lift both your feet. Inhale, lower. We're going to go to 20 of these. Lift those legs. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze the legs together. Lift and lower. For 16, no side planks today. For 15, so we've got to work those obliques somehow. For 14, 13, 12, 11, nearly there. 10, halfway. 9, 8, 7, 6, legs are long. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bend those knees. Press yourself up to seated. And we're going to flip over onto our left-hand side. Straightening those lovely legs out. Resting your head on your arm. Making sure those legs are in alignment so your ankle bones are connecting. You can bring your legs a couple of inches forward of the body just to help you with the balance. Try not to let your hips be rolling forwards or back. You want to try and keep them stacked one on top of the other. We're going to start with lifting that top leg and lowering it down. Again, think about your stability here. That's what we're looking for. For 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well done. Lift that leg up again, nice and high, and the arm as well. As the leg goes back, the arm's going to go forward and reverse. The limbs doing different things. Body trying to stay nice and stable to support. Try and keep the leg nice and high. Moving slowly through this. Well done. Well done. Keep going. Good for working on your spinal stability. Let's do 2 more. For 2, and 1. And gently release. Take your hand down. Spinal stability, believe it or not, still counts as core strength. You're definitely working on core strength and stability by doing that lovely, simple exercise. Keeping those ankle bones together, the legs nice and long, reaching on through the legs. Big breath in through the nose, draw the navel in. Exhale, lift the feet. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, legs are long, 6, nearly there, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bend those knees and then roll over onto your back, and we'll talk you through our next exercise. So we've got two options for this. We're going to go from lying down on your back into teaser. So if you know where you're going with that, then you'll know you're going to start lying with your feet, legs together, your arms overhead. Big breath in through the nose. You're going to bring yourself up to seated with your knees either bent or straight, depending on what you fancy doing. If you're not sure about that and that sounds horrendous, then no problem. You're going to instead keep the legs straight, or you can bend the knees. Arms are overhead, big breath in through the nose, and just the upper body comes up and forwards, bringing the arms in line with your knees. So it's this movement, except you'll be lying on your back. Well done. So off you go in your own time. Either coming up into your teaser, if you're coming up, either way, you want to keep your navel drawn right down into your spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going, inhale, exhale. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Well done. Take your heels together. Knees are bent, so you're coming into a diamond position with the legs. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your head, so you stay lying down on the ground. Big breath in through the nose. Make sure your lower back is nicely pressing gently down into the mat. Exhale through the mouth, lift your upper body off the mat. So it's like a crunch, but think about coming up rather than coming forwards. Try and come up as high as you can. I bet you can come up another inch further than you think. So we're going to exhale to lift and hold. Inhale to lower. So it's a really slow lift and a hold and lower. So we're really challenging our strength here. Well done. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, lift high as you can and hold. For 3. Well done. For 2. And 1. Lovely. Perfect, well done. And then we're going to take your hands, so your hands are in a low V position, so they're either side of you, a little bit away from the body. Keep your legs and feet where they are. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Try and lift those legs up off the ground in that diamond position, so those feet come up. That's it. Keep the navel drawn in and then inhale to lower. Keep the navel drawn in. Exhale to lift the legs. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. For 3. For 2. And 1. Keep your feet up. Keep the feet up. The higher you have your feet, the easier this is going to be. So the lower your feet are towards the floor, the harder this is going to be. From here, we're going to straighten the legs and then bend the legs. So the lower towards the ground you have your legs, the harder it's going to be. Keep your navel drawn in. Exhale to straighten. Inhale them back in. So you want to feel like you're pushing those legs away. Inhale back in. Let's do 3 more. For 3. Well done. For 2. And 1. Well done. And back in. Perfect. Hug your knees into your chest for just a moment. Take both your legs up towards the ceiling. Both the legs up towards the ceiling, toes are pointed. That's it. Keep the lower back glued to the mat. Relax your head and shoulders if you can. From here, we're going to gently lower one leg down towards the ground as low as you can without the lower back arching. Exhale it back up and then switch legs. Inhale down. Exhale up. Lovely. You can add your hip raise if you want, by the way. Nice option Well done. Down and up. So we're moving nice and slowly down and up, down and up. Let's do 2 more each side for 4. Keep the navel drawn in. For 3, for 2, and 1. You have the option to either do 4 more as we are, or glue those legs together and lower both those legs together at the same time. Really make sure that you're only lowering as far as you can without the lower back going anywhere, arching off the mat. Let's go down and up. So you can do 1 at a time or both together. Both together is a bit harder. 2 and 1. Very nice. Hug those knees into your chest and take a little rock side to side. Fantastic work. You're going to stretch out. So from your position you're in, you're going to lower your feet down to the mat. Cross your ankle over your knee, whichever side you fancy starting on. Just remember which side, because you're going to have to do the other side. And either push that knee away or hug your knees into your chest. Well done. And gently release. We're going to do the other side. That's it, perfect. So either hugging those knees in or just pushing that knee open, whichever feels best for you. And gently release. Hug your knees into your chest, take a little rock side to side. Gently roll over onto one side, whichever one you prefer. And then push yourself up to seated. From your seated position, we're going to take heels together. And you can either hold onto your ankles, use your elbows to push your knees down, bringing your chest forwards, but try and keep your neck in line with your spine. Or you can hold onto your feet and pull yourself forwards that way, whichever one feels better and more effective for you. That's the option to go for. You should feel this in the inner thigh, groin region. And coming up, let's take those legs out nice and wide. And then leaning forwards, holding on to wherever you can reach. Using the resistance. I find if you're wearing leggings, it helps to move them out of the way just so your skin gives you a bit more grip. Bring your chest towards the ground. Try and keep your legs nice and straight. And coming back up to center. If you find when you're sitting in this position with your legs out wide that your body is leaning back, then fold one leg in. Otherwise, you're going to stay with both your legs out. Another option, just if you ever fancy doing a stretch when you're warmed up on your own, is to put a couple of books under your bum to help you get a bit of extra height. From here, you're going to hold on to your shin, your ankle, your foot, wherever you can reach, and reach overhead to get a good stretch into the side of the body and the lower back. Try and keep both your sit bones on the floor. And breathe. Coming up and over, holding onto the foot. To be honest, the only reason I exercise is to get to the stretching, so hopefully you can enjoy this part too. Just a reminder, I always say this in class, but if you are going to stretch, please don't do it on cold muscles. If you have been inactive, you don't want to then go into stretching. You can end up pulling a muscle, which is what my husband did, try to do a yoga stretchy thing, without doing any warming up, and then was in agony for like a week. So I don't recommend that. Didn't listen to my advice. There you go, that's what happens. Spinning those legs around, so your legs are out in front of you. Bend one leg out to the side, sitting up nice and tall, and then leaning forwards, flexing the foot, keeping a straight leg to stretch out the back of the leg. Keeping the foot flexed. And coming back up, switching legs, other one folds in, other one goes out, flexing the foot, and leaning forwards again. Keep your neck in line with your spine. And gently release. Bringing yourself into your kneeling position. Stepping one foot forwards. Take those hands down to frame the foot. Take the back leg back as far as you can get it. Either you can stay down, lifting your chest up off your thigh, or bring your hands up onto your knee. Alternatively, you can bring your hands to your lower back and just gently press forwards and down as if you're pushing your hips forwards and down. That will help to deepen the stretch. It might be a bit much though, so just take it easy. Go for wherever you feel comfortable, you know, comfortably uncomfortable, but without pain. We don't want to feel any pain. Gently release, take your hands down, step that foot back, changing sides, other foot comes forwards, hands down to frame the foot, take the back knee back as far as you can, and you're either going to keep your hands down with the chest lifted off the knee, bring your hands to your knee, or bring your hands to your lower back, pressing the hips forward and down, stretching out the psoas, aka hip flexor, and the back leg. Breathing into it. And release. Bringing yourself up to standing. Feet hip distance in parallel. I'll show you from the side. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back. Try and get your palms together. And then push your chest forward as you take your hands away from the body. Keep the arms straight. There's a lot of oppositional forces in Pilates. So one thing's pushing, another thing's pulling. Bring a good opening across the front of the chest. And then leaning forward, hinging forwards at the hips. Take the hands up to the ceiling. Let your head be soft, relaxing the neck. Gently release. Stay in your forward fold, take your hands down to your legs, back of your legs, and gently try and keep your legs straight as you bring your chest towards your thighs. Gently bend the knees and roll yourself up to standing. We're going to take one arm up and overhead, keeping space for your head to stretch out the tricep. Changing sides. And one arm across the body. And the other side. Check that your feet are hip distance apart and parallel. Place the palm of your hand against the back of the other hand, lift the arms up. Big breath in, and we're going to draw a circle on the ceiling using your fingertips. So you should feel your spine doing this nice rotational movement. And reverse the direction. And drawing it on the ceiling. Well done. And back to center, take your arms down. Fingertips together, elbows wide, soft through the knees, twisting around side to side like we did at the beginning of class. Back to center, roll your shoulders. Shake your wrists. And have a fantastic evening. Thank you all very much for joining, and I hope you stay well and see you back in the gym as and when.